Good afternoon, biology fanatics. Today, we are here to talk about the mollusks. Now, this one is the mollusk. This one is not the mollusk. Anyway, mollusks, in the grand taxonomic scheme of things, are a phylum, which is to say they are right below kingdom and right above class. Now, the word mollusk comes from the Latin term mollusca, which means soft. It refers to the soft tissue that almost all different types of mollusks share. Now, when people think of mollusks, they usually think of creatures with shells, and there are a lot of mollusks with shells, but most of them, including our friend here, the giant squid, do not have shells. Now, and the fact remains there are a lot of mollusks out there. There are more than 100,000 species that have currently been identified, and likely there are many, many more. Now, the mollusks used to be an even bigger phylum. Back in the day, certain creatures that no longer belonged to them, like barnacles, brachiopods, and sea squirts, used to be considered mollusks before they were shunted off to other groups. Now, one of the incredible things about mollusks that you'll come to see as we break down the different types and where they live and give you some examples of the creatures is that there are so many different types. It's such a diverse phylum. I mean, some mollusks are no bigger than the microbials on which they feed, and some of them, like our friend the giant squid, are titanic creatures doing battle with massive mammals thousands of feet beneath the sea. They really are anywhere and everywhere. And I think you'll come to see that mollusks are a really fascinating group of creatures.
So this is a phylogenetic tree, and it shows that there are 7 types of classes for mollusks. The first class is the tusk shells. So those are tubular and slightly curved. They are similar to elephant tusks, which is what they are named after. Then there are cephalopods. Cephalopods are squids and octopi. They're one of the smaller known classes of about 800 species. Then next we have snails, which are, in contrast, the largest. They are very diverse. They also include slugs and algae-eating snails and terrestrial snails. We have the monoplacophorans. Those are living fossils. They live deep, deep, deep in the sea, and they were only discovered 60 years ago. We have the bivalves. Those are the most well-known. We eat them. There are 15,000 species, and they include clams, mussels, scallops, and oysters. Sixth, we have the aplacophorans. Those are the worm-like animals. And then we have the chitons. Those are kind of a shell on top of a rock that eat other rocks.
So now we'll talk about the radula. The radula is one of the common physical characteristics throughout 6 of the 7 phylogenetic groups. It is found in all 6 except for bivalves. It acts as a food conveyor belt, cutting up food and pushing it back down the mollusk's throat. So now time for party facts.
Oh boy, party facts. All right, hold still, my friend. Let me just get you ready for the party facts. Very important. Hold on just a second. There we go, and that ought to do it. All right, carry on.
Okay, so marine snails use a specialized radula to kill and cut through other mollusks' shells. Also, predatory land slugs use specialized sharp teeth on the radula to kill and devour earthworms. One last cool party fact is that all cephalopods, including octopuses and squids, all of them have the ability to propel themselves through water like a jet engine.
Thanks so much for taking the time to watch our mollusk tutorial.
We hope you learned as much as we did.
And stay cool, bro cephalopod.
Oh, you were doing a good face.
Love it.